Hi, it's Paris from EpicReviewGuys, and I'm just starting in the honeymoon phase with my just released Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Not sure how long the honeymoon will last, but let me show you what I love about it now. So just yesterday I received my new Note 3 and I'm loving it so far. This replaces my Galaxy Nexus phone, which I've had for the better part of 2 years, and you can sort of see the difference in the size right there. This Note 3 is about an inch longer diagonally, the screen is, than this phone, but just in so many ways they're so different. It's sort of like going from a moped to a motorcycle. I will admit I feel a little strange talking on the phone. I was just spent about an hour on the phone with my brother, and it wasn't too heavy, but definitely heavier than this for long phone calls. But I notice when I'm holding it up here, I can see it sticking out down here. It's a little distracting. With this phone, more of a standard size phone, when I'm talking on it, there's nothing sticking out of my face. It's not that gigantic. In terms of vibrant colors on the screen, man, this can't be beat. I thought this phone had a fairly bright and colorful screen before, but again, it's like a whole nother world with this Note 3. It's also so much faster. Everything seems to open almost instantly. Camera. And on my Galaxy Nexus, camera. Wait a bit, it thinks about it, and there we go. So it's fast, it's big, it's easy on the eyes. It has sort of a weird thing here on the back, this fake leather, which I've actually come to like. It's really grippy and a little bit sticky, sort of like leather is, and so I don't feel at all like I'm going to drop it, even though it is so large. And the signature piece of any Samsung Galaxy Note device is the pen, also called the S Pen or Stylus. Has its own little slot right there on the bottom, and as soon as you pull it out, menu opens up asking you what you want to do. You can even move it by hovering without even touching it. It's also pressure sensitive, so if you're going to draw something, the harder you press, the darker it's supposed to be. Haven't tried that out yet. I do know that amongst these choices, you can save notes, you can scribble a name and an address. It'll convert it from handwriting to text and put it into a contact. Oh, and there's a real interesting thing with the screen capture. For example, if I'm in a YouTube video and I pause it at this particular screen, pull out the S Pen, it will grab whatever is on the screen, and then I can, let's see, I already have a mustache. How about a dark beard? That's what I need. A little Grecian formula for men. And I have a high-definition video camera that I'm videotaping myself with right now, but this phone will record in ultra-high definition. It's also called 4K video, which is 4 times the resolution of your regular high-definition video, and here's where you can choose that setting. And then there's this new mode called magazine mode, which I think you can set for the home screen of the phone. This is in the Samsung software, and it lets you pick widgets, things that you're particularly interested in, to have appear there. And these are generally things that have information that updates. Reminds me most of the Windows 8 tile screen, where you have the tiles with the latest stock prices and photos friends have uploaded and things like that. And you just slide up from the bottom to go in and configure that. And here's something you don't usually see on the phone and may actually cause problems for some people who have a lot of accessories that their phone would plug into. The port on the bottom now is different. This is a micro USB 3.0 port, so it's a different deal, and it will allow you eventually to transfer files faster onto and off of the phone, and it's supposed to also eventually be able to allow you to charge your phone faster. Those things haven't been turned on yet, but that's part of what comes with it. However, if you have devices that you're used to sliding your phone into and having it match up with the standard USB port, this could be a problem for you. And I did show the new Note 3 next to my previous phone, but it seems almost a better comparison to put it next to a Kindle Paperwhite, because it's almost the same size screen as the Kindle Paperwhite, and of course you can read things on it, but you don't get the glare reduction. I just wanted to show you in terms of height that the phone is actually just a little shorter than my Kindle Paperwhite, but in terms of width, it's much narrower. And that's the key thing, because when you're holding the Kindle in one hand to read, they've got those zones on each edge for you to touch to go previous page, next page, because there's no way you can touch in the middle with one hand. But if the phone is narrow enough, then you actually can get your fingers in there and touch things in the middle of the screen. That's sort of the challenge of having a very large phone, is can you do it with just one hand, or is this going to be a two-handed phone? I haven't determined yet if I'm going to be able to use most of the features of the Note 3 with just the one-handed operation, if it's actually going to reach. I think though, at least for me, this has got to be about the upper limit of the size of a phone that I can reasonably use. If it gets any bigger than this, it's not a phone anymore, it's a tablet that happens to make calls. So I have a lot to work on, to learn about, and to master, and to find out about what this can do, and to learn how to do those things. As I learn them, things that are really useful and interesting, I will put up videos about that, probably on our sister channel, Epic Reviews Tech. But after I've had this a few weeks, when I have a better feel for whether I'm really going to be able to manage this, or whether this might be a little too big for a phone, then I will do a follow-up video and let you know that. And I'll also put up links right here to the two videos that are much more in-depth about the unboxing and the setting up of this phone, in case you're considering whether you might want one yourself. These are both on the Epic Reviews Tech channel. So be sure and subscribe so you'll be notified when I put up those follow-up videos. You can come along with us for the honeymoon. I hear the buffet on the cruise has all-you-can-eat shrimp.